That's a fair ball. Jacob, what a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60.
He crossed the plate before he was there.
In play, that's a fair ball. Jacob, what a play from Jacob! In play, that's a fair ball to Jacob. What a play from Jacob! And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third base line. Peter makes a great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. George Rice heads out. Trey Cluxton right.
don't you take what you want from me? Take what you need from me. Take what you want to go. Why don't you take what you want from me? Take what you need from me. Take what you want to go. I never needed anything from you. And all I ever asked was for control. You showed your tolerance for potential.
Two-run trouble at the wall. Center field and Aaron
What's going on, Wiffle Ball fans, and welcome to AWA Field. We are here for the 2025 playoffs. We got the Atlantic Aces taking on the Eastern Enforcers. How is everybody doing tonight? We hope everybody's doing great out there. I'm Mark Campanero, joined alongside Jack Playhouse. And let me tell you, it feels good to be back up in the booth. It's been a minute for me, but I'm back up here with Jack, and it feels really good to be here. Very exciting matchup between these two squads. The Atlantic Aces coming off of a World Series win just a series ago, and here they are right back in the playoffs, ready to make some noise again. But let's not forget about the Eastern Enforcers. They have made quite a bit of noise in the playoffs these last few seasons, and I mean, this is a team that has been destined for a World Series win, and I don't know, they're going to play this Atlantic Aces team really tough this year in this series, so it's going to be an exciting one.
It's a rematch of last year's World Series, surprisingly enough, so we'll see. I mean, in a best-of-3 series, anything can happen. You just need your ace to have their best game. It's kind of Moses Valdez versus Josh Gradwell. Whoever plays better, that's probably going to decide this thing.
Yeah, and again, Valadez coming off of a MVP caliber season just a year ago, and he's in the conversation again for MVP this year. And so it's going to be a great matchup between these two squads. Let's get right into the starting lineups here tonight.
Aaron Schofield, Washington State University.
Moses Valadez, go Wave.
Morgan Granich, Northwest Guatemalan High School.
Dylan Carroll, Little Man, Big Dreams.
Jace Pratt, Jackson High School.
And that's your Atlantic Aces starting lineup. And now let's get right into the Eastern Enforcers.
Jake Oliver, Seattle Area Pipe Trades.
Joshua Gradwell, Evansville High School.
Jonathan Galgano, Washington State University.
Tyler Clout, Hilltop Elementary.
Isaac Van Horn, Seattle University.
And those are tonight's starting lineups. So we're going to get into game one here very shortly. And this is a best-of-3 series here tonight. So we're going to get right into it. Whenever these two squads are ready, we're ready to go up here in the booth. And we'll be underway here in a moment.
Yeah, good thing for both these teams, full lineup. That's, if you want to win in the AWA, it's fielding a full team. Both teams here came today prepared and ready to play. More importantly, they have both of their aces. So Moses Valdez, looking at his stats, obviously front runner for the Cy Young. We'll still see. The voting's still out if he gets it. Slipped a little bit in the later season, regular season, but still very impressive regular season. He's got a 2.55 ERA, 82 Ks, 10-5 record. And when he's on, that's how the Aces won it all last year.
Yeah, and I mean, again, MVP caliber player Moses Valadez. I mean, coming off of an MVP just a season ago. Can't say enough about this guy. He is unbelievable both on the mound and at the plate. And this Aces team is very difficult, so Eastern Enforcers got their hands full, that's for sure. But on the other side of the ball, the Eastern Enforcers, I'm telling you, they're a sneaky, streaky team. And with the 1-2 punch of Jake Oliver and Josh Gradwell on the mound, they are never out of it.
Yeah, and Jake Oliver, like you're saying, he was last year's postseason MVP. So if he can turn on what happened last year, get this team to a World Series again, you know, that Enforcers have relied on those two guys, but if they can get some help from the other guys on their roster, this is a very good team. You saw the Aces last regular season game. They were trying to throw the final game because they wanted to play the 6-seeded Stingers instead of the 7-seeded Enforcers. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. So now we have this matchup here today.
Yeah, and I mean, in the playoffs, one of the interesting things, too, is, you know, we have the seeding and everything, but at the end of the day, it's really not about the seeding. It's about who gets hot at the right time. Yeah. And so anybody can win in this league. Just all depends if you're hot or not. So here we go. First pitch about to get underway. Jake Oliver up at the plate, and the first pitch from Valadez is low for a ball.
I think the biggest thing here for Moses Valadez is that speed check. I think earlier in the year, he was kind of hiding the ball a little bit better, could throw some faster pitches, but he's been hit by the speed check quite a bit lately.
Hits the top of the zone there. Great pitch from Valadez, and he goes ahead 1-2. Count evens up here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hits the zone, freezes Oliver for strikeout number 1 for Valadez on the day. 1 down here in the top of the first.
Not very characteristic of Jake Oliver taking all those pitches, but, you know, most of these teams haven't played in 2 to 3 weeks, trying to get their eye on the ball again. Haven't seen Moses Valadez in who knows how long. I don't know the last time they played.
Yeah, and something about Valadez, what he's been able to do this season that was different from last year is he's really been able to get that off speed to start connecting. And last year it was a lot of fastballs from Valadez, but he's really been able to start getting that drop to connect. And we can see right there to Clout almost got him to go around. And that's just another pitch in Valadez's arsenal that makes him such a tough pitcher to face.
And a fun fact here about Tyler, he's playing with a torn meniscus, so I'm not sure that, you know, you don't have to speed through the bases here with no stealing, as is that a walk right there?
Yeah, it's a wise ball 4. So Clout, you walked. Ball 4 to Clout. So the Eastern Enforcers get their first base runner of the day, Tyler Clout. And yeah, I mean, oh shoot, I'm like,
keep an eye on that running around the bases. I mean, they can use a pinch runner if needed.
I was gonna say, should they pinch run for him, maybe?
But he is DHing, so that'll take some knee issues away from this team.
That helps for sure. Nice pitch from Valadez. Just hits the outside part of the zone. Strike 1. Drops inside to Gradwell.
Josh Gradwell had a pretty impressive offensive campaign.
Ripped out to left center off the very top of the fence. I mean, you couldn't get closer to a home run. Josh Gradwell, you got to go hit the weight room, my friend, because my goodness, hitting the top part of the yellow just does not get out. Stays in the park.
The hottest offensive streaks on anyone in this league. I mean, he came into the last couple weeks hitting right around 200, finished the season at 320 with 5 home runs.
Ends up being a long single. Runners on first and second. And here's Isaac Van Horn is swinging a miss. Swinging a miss for strike 3. Down goes Van Horn. And that's Valadez. That can strike out of the inning. There's 2 away. But we go back to the top of the order here with Jake Oliver.
Yoshi Milady on this team, he'll be coming shortly. I think right around now, 6:02 is the time.
Yeah, and Yoshi can be a real X factor for this Enforcer squad. Very good player for this team. Was effective for the Pacific Pilots just a season ago. Now joining the Enforcers this year. Hits the bottom part of the zone. Valadez really got that off speed working for him here in game 1. 1-2 to Oliver. Hits the zone. Strike 3. Down goes Oliver. And the Aces get out of the inning, not giving up a run. It's still 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the first.
Just the sound alone. I'm sorry, just drop it. That's trash.
Here we go, Josh Gradwell on the mound, 10-7 record, 2.35 ERA, 70 Ks, second in the league in ERA. And when Josh Gradwell's on, I have to say personally, he's the hardest pitcher to hit. But what we will say is when it does happen, he does run into issues. It is that first inning. But after, if he can get through the first inning, he's locked in.
Yeah, and I would have to agree with you there, Jack. I mean, Josh Gradwell is just unreal when it comes to pitching. I mean, that drop that he has is just disgusting.
Another solid batter right here. Aaron Schofield, 500 average, one of the 3 batters in the 500 range. Sorry, 4, 12 home runs, 40 RBIs. Very impressive season from Aaron Schofield.
2-1 count to Schofield, and I mean, Schofield a season ago in the World Series in their first ever World Series win for the Aces. I mean, he was just electric play after electric play, and it was really fun to watch. Sco fouls that off, and Jake Oliver makes the grab in foul territory for out number 1, and so a break right there from the enforcers, able to get Schofield to pop out in foul grounds.
It's got to feel good for Josh Gradwell after getting robbed from a home run from a couple inches, get a quick out there on arguably the best bat in this lineup.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Schofield is just such a good player, both defensively and offensively. So to get him out, got to feel good for Gradwell right here. Here's Morgan Granich to the plate.
Oof.
That is just
the light.
Just absolutely ripped down the line. I mean, he hit the light up there.
I'm glad it's not the old school like glass lights, because that for sure would have been a shatter.
Yeah, jeez. If I had to guess the exit view, at least 106 on that.
I agree.
Great pitch from Gradwell in there, 0-2. One thing I respect about Morgan Granich is, Gradwell. Oh, there it is. A 3-pitch strikeout for Josh Gradwell, and there's out number 2. But what I was going to say about Granich is, I mean, he's always got some type of swag going on with him. I mean, wearing the sunglasses, all that kind of stuff.
Just caught a bullpen for Trevor May, featured in the Seattle Times. So,
hey,
man of many talents.
There we go. There we go. Pretty cool right there. Pitch hits the top part of the zone. Got Jace Pratt. And there's strike 2. And we were talking about Josh Gradwell potentially having issues in the first inning, and he's really looking like he's cooking here early.
Yeah, knock on wood. We don't want to jinx anyone this early. But definitely a good sign.
Gradwell ahead 1-2 here to Pratt, and Pratt just a season ago with the Wolfpack, first year at the Aces. That's foul back. Pratt staying alive. Counts 1-2.
Very good final regular season game. Had 3 home runs.
That hits Pratt for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Pratt does well to hold off there. Count now moves full count, 2 outs, nobody on. Score still 0-0 here in game 1, best of 3 series. Foul back, and great at bat here from Pratt.
Jace Pratt and Jake Oliver, they're the game 2 starters, so if everything goes their way, they're hoping they don't pitch today.
Hits the zone, and Pratt throws it right there for out number 3. No run score here in the bottom of the first. We go to the top of the second, all tied up 0-0.
So here we go. Tyler Clow will step in. Got a walk in his first at bat.
First pitch inside. It's fouled off.
And Tyler, I mean, he's the traveling journeyman. He's played on more rosters than teams there are. I think he's been on, this is his 4th team now.
He's like Shaq late in his career. 2-2. And a swing and a miss from Clout. Strike 3, and Valadez is just continuing to cook out there. 1 down.
It's a tough pitch right there. I mean, Tyler was thinking to come back into the zone. That one rarely does not. It's kind of just a guessing game out there against these 2 pitchers.
Yeah, and it's at this point, it's just who's gonna break first. If you're the enforcers and you see Valadez make a mistake, you really got to make him pay for it, because how he's been pitching so far tonight, doesn't look like there's going to be very many opportunities. 2-0.
Yeah, we'll come back to that long single from Josh Gradwell.
Hits the zone, strike 1. 3-1 now to Gradwell. Ground ball over to Aaron Schofield. He charges and just can't field it cleanly. So Gradwell getting on with the infield single. And Gradwell back-to-back singles in his first 2 at-bats tonight. Going back to his first at-bat of the night. Just hitting the top part of the piping out there in left center. Misses a home run by inches.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the only spot on this field where it wasn't a home run. That's the deepest part.
And that was just unfortunate for the enforcers. Could have been up 2-0. So here's Yoshi Milady to the plate. Milady, great pickup for the enforcer squad. He's got a great swing. See if he can be that X factor for this squad tonight. So he fouls that one off.
And he's a front runner for Dingers or Nothing Award. 6 home runs, 8 total hits. So pretty crazy.
Full count here to Milady. And that's outside. A great job there from Yoshi. And just like that, the enforcers with runners on first and second, just 1 down. Now we got Isaac Van Horn stepping up.
Yeah, for some of these rookies like Yoshi and Isaac, just getting on base is huge here against Moses Valadez.
Yeah, you just got to get traffic on the base paths, get back to the top of the order, let Jake Oliver do his thing. If you're Van Horn right here, just get on. Ground ball to Schofield, and Schofield can't field it cleanly. And so Van Horn gets on, does exactly what he needed to do right there. And now they got the bases loaded for the team captain, Jake Oliver, stepping up to the plate.
That's a tough play for Aaron, one we expect him to make, but Josh Gradwell had a nice little jump there. Would have been tough, but.
And little bit of surprise there from Schofield. Those were not easy plays by any means, but when you're talking about Aaron Schofield, one of the best defensive players in the league, you definitely kind of expect him to make those plays.
Oof. Moses painting.
Oliver fouls that off.
I don't know how he fouled that off.
1-2. Hits Oliver. Count goes even here. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So far, Moses has had Jake's number early here. 2 strikeouts. Only 2 hits from both teams combined here.
I think Gradwell's got them both.
Yeah.
For the Enforcers. 2-2. And he does
go, but 63, so
63, no pitch. So Oliver, new life. Hits the zone, and Oliver is frozen again. That off speed for Valadez is just so devastating, and that is a huge out for the Aces as they now get 2 down.
Yeah, it makes you think that speed check there was on purpose.
Wow. Valadez has really got his stuff going here against Jake Oliver, and the Enforcers want to have an opportunity to win this game 1. They really need Oliver to pull through at the plate. 1-1.
Now 1-1. Last pitch was a speed check.
Oh, excuse me. Now it's 1-1.
Barely, but like we were saying, Moses has only had a few speed checks so far, which is a good sign for the Aces.
1-1. Got 1-1 to Clout. Enforcers just trying to get a run up on the board, take the lead. Here in the top of the second. Popped up into the air. That's in no man's land, and Valadez can't make the play, and he does hit Clout, but I believe Clout is safe. The call on the field will be safe. The runners are going to start having to go back, so it's popped up into the air, and so we're going to take a look at this.
We got one for play.
And he is.
That counts as a force if you hit him?
Because he has to get to first.
You were going balls to the wall, bro, so I was like, I'm just gonna let him go for it.
Yeah. But the ball stays in play though, right? Ball stays in play. Yeah, off the wall. Ball stays in play. No run scores. All three. Ball.
No, but you got him first. You hit him on the shin.
So the call on the field is Tyler Clout is confirmed. Tyler Clout is safe at first, and all 3 runs will score on the play because it did not go out of play right there. It hit Clout, but it did not go out of play, so it was still in play, and the runs score. So it's now 3-0 Enforcers on the play. That was a pop-up in no man's land, and Valadez made a great effort trying to get that ball, but just couldn't hold on. So 3 runs come in for the Enforcers. They lead at 3-0 here in game 1.
Looks like they're going to sub in Jace Pratt here. And I mean, that's tough, but I mean, rules are rules. If you got to play through the game, you can't just assume it's an out, especially when the ball's in play.
Yeah, and I mean, it was an interesting play as well. I mean, you know, call on the field originally was safe. Had to take a moment there to look at that, but exactly right. I mean, you can't give up on the play, that's for sure.
I know, you know, Aaron obviously visibly upset, Moses upset taking himself out of the game, but game of inches right there. That one, we've seen 2 plays. One almost was a home run, and then we've seen that break their way an inch sooner, and the inning's over at 0-0 still. So
yeah, and it's tough right there, especially with how well Valadez was pitching, and he was in a bases loaded jam and just inches away from getting out of it. That's how wiffle ball, baseball, whatever you look at it, that's how it works. And tough break for the Aces right there as they're now find themselves down 3-0 in game 1. But hey, it's a best-of-3 series. Yeah. You know, even if you drop this one, you still got opportunities. So
much better than a wild card series where it's one and done. You know, both teams have the ability to drop a game.
So still 2 down. You're in the top of the second. Josh Gradwell stepping up to the plate.
No, like the runner. If they influence the ball, why does it have that? If you throw and miss the guy, you didn't miss him. I know, but he did miss him. That's the if you hit the guy in the field of play, I know, but I'm saying if he were like tossed it to Cloud and he grabbed it and threw it away. Well, yeah, if you hit a guy standing on the base, why is it different?
Because it's like a guy going from second to third and you hit him, it's a dead ball.
I mean, it's him influencing the ball. Wow, on that. That's like Jeter.
Yeah.
That's all.
Now here's Josh Gradwell to the plate. Hey, he's got sporting some new cleats, it looks like. Got the Enforcer green on. Are those golf ball socks? Are those golf balls on the socks? What's going on down there?
Well, whatever they are working.
Can we get it? Yeah, there we go. There's a close up of it.
Jeez,
Those are golf balls. All right. Interesting outfit choice, but I like it. It matches. That's a 4-pitch walk to Gradwell. So runners on first and second as the Enforcers keep this inning going. Here we got Yoshi Milady up to the plate.
And we were talking about Tyler Cloud's knee this whole time, and he may be banged, but it worked that last play.
Yeah, and I mean it goes down to you put the ball in play, good things happen. And that's exactly what Cloud did there. Put it into a spot where the Aces just weren't able to get to it, and ended up working out for the Enforcers, having a nice little lead here at 3-0.
Doesn't normally play first base, but he's also playing a deep first. So kind of in no man's land there.
There's a strike to Miladi's 2-2. And, you see the Aces do this a lot, where if they get into any type of trouble or lose a lead or anything, they're very quick to pull Valadez out of the game. Yeah. And the reason being is they want to keep that eligibility for him in the later half of the series, should they need him. And so going with Pratt here, and Pratt so far stepping into this game, been having some command issues, giving up a couple of walks so far already, and bases loaded again for the Enforcers.
Yeah, that's kind of what you expect from most of these guys coming in after 2-3 weeks of no wiffle ball, trying to find that zone again. We'll say that Chase Pratt almost exclusively has gotten outs via the strikeout, almost 2 Ks per inning this season in the regular season. This Enforcers team not really, I was going to say not really swinging, but get one there.
There we go. 2-2 to Van Horn. Enforcers trying to add on to their 3-0 lead. Hits the zone at Van Horn. Watches that one go by for out number 3. But the Enforcers pick up 3 runs here in the top of the second. They lead at 3-0 as we go to the bottom of 2. So here's Moses Valadez stepping up to the plate. Again, Enforcers up 3-0, but it was just barely. Aces were just inches away from getting out of the inning. As Valadez looks at 1-0, but on the other side, they were also just inches away from being down 2-0 earlier in the game with Gradwell's shot to the left center. So, pick your poison there.
I mean, the good news for them is they're the home team, so they got the bottom of the second, bottom of the third to get 3 runs, which against Josh Gradwell, pretty hard to do, but very doable.
There's a 4-pitch walk to Valadez, and Aces get a base runner early here in the bottom of the second. Now here's Dylan Carroll.
Yeah, this is Dylan and Moses' first at-bats of the game. Already 25 minutes in, and they're finally getting their hacks in.
Yeah, I mean, took a little while there for Josh. Took a good break at the top of the second. He was really dialed in the first and looking a little wild so far here to start the second. Right as I say that, he throws a nasty pitch, so 1-1.
Nasty pitch right there.
One, 2 to Carroll. And that's just outside. 2-2. Aces, the defending World Series champs, find themselves in a 3-0 hole here in game 1 as Carroll swings just over the top of that for out number 1. 1 away.
Yeah, and Dylan Carroll, reigning Rookie of the Year from a year ago, and much like Yoshi Milady, kind of a dingers or nothing type mentality. Had 14 home runs last year, but does strike out quite a bit.
So here's Aaron Schofield back to the top of the order.
Been a while since his first at-bat at the beginning of the game.
A big swing and a miss there from Sco. It's just outside. That's one thing about Aaron Schofield. He, you know, he comes up here, he's taking hacks. Probably has one of the fastest bat speeds in the league, that's for sure.
I would
Takes
agree.
a cut. 2-1.
Yeah, you love to see he's going out there to get a hit, not walk.
Oh yeah, I mean, this guy makes things happen. 2-2. Just outside. Full count to Schofield. Aces just need base runners. Trying to create some traffic on the base paths. The pitch. And Schofield strikes out right there for out number 2. 2 down here in the inning.
Nice pitch right there from Josh Gradwell. Kind of the only way to get these good hitters out is throwing some junk outside the zone. Very rarely you'll be able to slide one past them in the strike zone. It's got to be more of a chase pitch.
Man, I mean, Josh Gradwell has been pitching so well here tonight. Just had the one walk, that's it. I mean, he's looking this, and this is a really good Aces offense, up and down the order. So for Gradwell to be doing this so far, you know he's really dealing as Granich rips that right to Van Horn. Van Horn didn't even have to move, so a tough break there for the Aces as that's out number 3. No run score here in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. Forcers lead it 3-0.
But someone didn't get the passer. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah.
See if Jake Oliver can kind of switch up his offensive mojo now facing Jace Pratt. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Not necessarily the postseason start anyone imagined for him.
Yeah, definitely uncharacteristic for Oliver, but at the end of the day, his team is up 3-0, so his teammates definitely picking him up. But don't expect this to continue for Jake Oliver. Such a great offensive player, just a great player all around. He looks at ball 1. It's a top part of the zone. A ball and a strike. Now to Oliver. It's his first time he's seeing Pratt here tonight.
And with Jace Pratt, good to see 60 right there. Whenever he's sitting high 50s, that's usually when he has his best stuff.
count now moves 3-1. Oliver does not go around, so there it is for Jake Oliver. Gets on base for the first time in this postseason. And the Enforcers up 3-0, but would love to continue to add on and really secure this Game 1 win.
Yeah, and I don't know if you're the Aces if you think about going to Dylan Carroll or someone else, but 3-0's very manageable.
Yeah, by no means here in the AWA is a 3-0 lead. It's comfortable.
So you're actually expected to blow up that lead.
Yeah.
Wonder if we have some advanced analytics. If you're up 3 runs going to the bottom of the third, what's the win probability?
Yeah, if you're the Enforcers, definitely don't take your foot off the gas pedal. You need to try to get as many runs as possible. As there's another walk to Clout. So back-to-back walks for Jace Pratt to start it off here in the third.
I think Jace is still fine. He's just, you know, got to throw a few strikes so he can really bring out that swing and miss stuff. I mean, if you're not throwing any strikes, then there's no reason for the Enforcers to swing.
Now we got Josh Gradwall stepping in. And Gradwall's been hot. He was all over Valadez in his first couple at-bats, and looks at ball 1 to Pratt. There's another ball.
Chase thrown 26 pitches, 20 balls.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done.
Meanwhile, Josh Gradwell's only thrown 33 pitches.
That's a 4-pitch walk. So there's back-to-back-to-back walks, and the Enforcers with the bases loaded, nobody out. And as a pitcher, this is the worst situation that you can get yourself in. So here we go. Yoshi Milady coming up to the plate. Bases loaded, nobody down, trying to add on.
Yoshi's already got 2 walks here.
That's outside. Ripped up the middle, gets past Schofield. Oliver will score. Clout coming around. He's going to score easily. A 2 RBI single for Yoshi Milady. And the Enforcers add on 2 more. They lead it 5-0 here in the top of the third.
Nice job from Tyler to come around and score there. I was a little scared running through the roots with a torn meniscus, but gets home safely.
And Milady, a well-placed line drive into left center. Gets 2 more up on the board for the Enforcers as they continue to try to pull away here in Game 1.
It's the top of the third, so they're going to need to get some outs here. There is no run limit in the third inning.
Just swing and a miss from Van Horn. Ripped right off of Pratt's hand, and Carroll tags out Milady. The call on the field is safe, but we're going to take a look at it. Close call.
Stand on back. I'm back.
And the call on the field is confirmed. Milady is safe at second, so still no outs here in the inning. Bases loaded. And now here we go. Jake Oliver to the plate.
Yeah, and it's tough right there. I mean, Jace immediately reaches for the ball, and that kind of slows it down.
Popped up into the air. Granich in foul territory makes the grab for out number 1. So finally the Aces get their first out here in the third.
Well, it was nice there from Morgan Granich. Looks like he tried to do a little bit of a football, keep your feet in bounds catch right there. Fortunately, that doesn't count for any bonus points.
Now here's Clout. That's ripped over to Granich at first. Granich steps on first to get the second out, but that will score another run for the Enforcers. It's now 6-0 in the third. So runners on second and third, and Josh Gradwall will step back in.
And Tyler's been sprinting quite a bit here, and I'd say, yeah, I mean, he's accounted for almost 5 of those runs. Had that 3 RBI bloop single, and then scored twice after that, so who knew it'd come down to the wheels. Tyler Clout with the torn meniscus. I'd say, you know, it's 6-0 right now, but silver lining for this Aces team is Josh is going to burn 3 innings. Moses is only going to burn 1 inning. So we'll see how they tout them out for the next game.
3-1. And a great pitch from Pratt right there. Brings the count full. In the dirt for ball 4. Gradwell works the walk. Bases are loaded again for the Enforcers. Now up steps Milady again after a 2 RBI single in his last at bat.
Clutch hitting right there from the rookie. Jake All, we're talking about Isaac Van Horn and Yoshi Milady as raw players. They're figuring it out there. Not necessarily in the Rookie of the Year running this year, but some solid plays we've been seeing from them this year.
Yeah, from Milady, I mean, he spent some time on the Pilots last season, and I mean, you can just tell this guy's a ball player. I mean, it was only a matter of time for him to really start making an impact, and we've clearly seen it here in Game 1. 0-2 the count.
Ooh.
Hits Milady in the face.
A little redemption from that 2 RBI single, perhaps.
A little retaliation right there.
Ripped out to center as Milady hits a grand slam, and the Enforcers now have a double-digit lead. They lead it 10-0 in the 3rd. Milady, that's RBIs 3, 4, 5, and 6 for the ball game. Unbelievable stuff.
Well, that's what he's known for, the home run ball. 6 in the regular season, 8 total hits. Now in the postseason, he's got 2 hits, 1 for a single and 1 for a grand slam. I'd say those are some pretty good slugging numbers right there.
Have a game, Milady. There we go. 1-0 or 1-0 here to Van Horn. Holds off there for 2-0.
And now the interesting strategy here for this Enforcers team is, do you rest Josh Gradwell for that 3rd inning? They've done it before with Jake Oliver coming in, and it's come back to bite him. So,
yeah, it's a tough decision as a manager. I mean, you know, you either let you know, if your guy's pitching well, sometimes you just gotta let him go, let him do his thing, and if you really think that you need to save him, go ahead and save him. But sometimes you don't want to take him out and have him lose that mojo, especially if they're feeling good.
Oh, great hack.
I mean, easiest way to secure that Game 1 win would be putting in Josh Gradwell, but.
And a swing and a miss from Van Horn, so the Aces, they finally get out of it. But not after the Enforcers put up 7 more runs. They now lead it 10-0 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd here in Game 1.
So there we go. We have our answer. Josh Gradwell will stay in the game to try and close out this Game 1. And technically, you know, Josh, you got Josh for 2 games. If he comes out throwing as well as he did here in Game 1, does in Game 2, they're out of here in an hour.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, if you're an Aces fan or if you're the Aces, you just got to be looking at this as like, hey, you know, this is a wash, you know, Game 1 wash, and we got other opportunities here today. Got 2 more chances to try to move on, but I mean, so far this Enforcers team is just looking electric and definitely not looking like a 7 seed, that's for sure.
Yeah, and the Aces will say the notorious slow starters in the postseason. Like last year, championship series, they were able to pull it off against the Nighthawks, but they found themselves down 1 game away from elimination. Went back, won 3 in a row. So by no means are they out of it yet.
Yeah, so many things can happen in these series. I mean, you can start off hot and then really fold, and sometimes you can start off hot and stay hot. So we'll see what happens with this Enforcer squad. The Aces, don't hang your head. You got your other opportunities here in games 2 and 3. Still a chance to try to come back and really make some noise and try to go back-to-back.
Yeah, build some momentum here. You know you're going to face Josh Gradwell in game 2, so you may as well try and get some good looks in.
Just do what you can here. See some more pitches as Valdez steps in. Chase Pratt's on for the Aces. Big swing and a miss from Valdez. 1-1. It's inside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Valdez. Yeah, you know, I mean, there were just some situations here so far in this game that just haven't necessarily gone the Aces' way, but that doesn't mean that's going to be the same in games 2 and 3. That's fouled off.
Just gotta get it before it hits the mic.
2-2.
It's so fragile. It's part of the field now. It's got ID.
In the dirt for ball 3. And just high. So Valdez works the walk, and that's now back-to-back walks for the Aces. And so Gradwell has not done that here tonight with back-to-back walks. And I mean, again, like, you don't normally see it. Forcers are up 10. You don't normally see a crazy comeback like this, but it's definitely possible. So with as great as Josh Gradwell's been here tonight, he's got to really lock in if they want to make sure that they can secure this game 1 win and just get on to game 2 and try to lock this series up.
Nice pitch right there. Get him back into it.
Big swing and a miss from Carroll, and Gradwell now ahead 1-2. So 1-2 to Carroll. Reigning Rookie of the Year just a season ago. That's way outside from Gradwell. Gets away from him. 2-2. That pitch was gross as Carroll swing and a miss for out number 1. 1 down, and Forcers are now just 2 outs away, taking game 1.
Big out right there. Gotta get the first out somehow. A little bit of momentum right there. 2 outs away from clinching this game 1 in the NLDS.
Here's Aaron Schofield. Inside.
Aaron 0 for 2 with a flat and a strikeout here in game 1.
Been quiet from Schofield, but again, don't expect that to continue.
Oof. It's a nasty pitch right there, right at 60.
1-2 to Schofield. Runners on first and second. Aces looking at a 10-run deficit. That's outside. Right back to Gradwell. It's off his foot, and he tries to throw over to third. It hits off the tree, and that'll be an infield singer for Schofield as the bases are now loaded for the Aces.
And that unfortunate will break up that no-hitter for Josh Gradwell. And we've seen him do that before, kind of try and soccer tap it. But unfortunately, a little too much power on that one. First touch wasn't necessarily there.
Yeah, that was a tough play. It's a tough play.
He's got those new cleats on. Maybe that has something to do with it.
That's true. That's true. Those are cool cleats, though. I've never seen him wear them before. Maybe he has, but I've never seen him.
I've never seen him. These are some cool cleats here from Morgan Greenwich.
Oh yeah, Greenwich always got the swag going on. He's always got something. Oh no. Just high.
Morgan 0 for 2 with a strike on a flyout. His last at bat hit a dart over to Isaac Van Horn over at second base. Very unlucky.
Yeah, and you know, if Peter or Alex were up in the booth right now, they'd be yelling, "You can't win 11 to 10 without giving up 10." So you know.
That's true.
You never know. You never know. I mean, this. You know, we'll see what happens here. 3-1.
So no pitch at 61, unfortunately for Josh Gradwell. Morgan's got a little something in his eye.
3-0. Just low, and that'll walk in. The first run for the Aces, the first run in the the 2025 playoffs for the Aces comes with the bases loaded walk here in the third. Now 10-1.
One thing about this Aces team, when their back's up against the wall, they do not give up. A lot of teams see that 10-0, start taking some crazy hacks. Not the Aces. They kind of lock in, take the pitches they need to, get on base.
Yep, keep traffic on the bases, put the ball in play, good things will happen. Take your walks when you get them. You got a really good opportunity here still. Ball one. There's a strike from Gradwell. Two now the count, and you know, Gradwell again been so electric in first two innings, but I don't know if it's the lead or what's going on, but definitely been a little bit more wild here. So.
Yeah, whenever it's kind of a huge lead like this, kind of easy to lose a little bit of focus. But I'd much rather be up 10 than up 2, that's for sure, or up 3 or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's very true. 2-2. Brad does well to hold there. Full count. Right back to Gradwell. He bobbles it, goes home, and still gets the out on Valadez. So great job there from Gradwell to stick with it.
Yeah, that's huge right there. Almost started kind of a snowball effect right there, but he didn't panic after bobbling it, made the play at home, got the second out.
So there's 2 down, and that's exactly what you want to see from an Enforcers fan. Enforcers just an out away now from taking game 1. Gradwell's going to have to go through the reigning MVP. Blowing in the dirt. It's fouled off, 1-1.
Most Valadez has 2 walks here in game 1. Josh Gradwell up to 67 pitches.
Way outside. Popped up into the air, and this should do it as Gradwell makes the grab for out number 3 in the Eastern Enforcers. They take game 1 of the NLDS. They win it 10-1. So we're gonna get game 2 underway immediately after here in game 1. What the teams take the field, and we'll get right back into this, and we're either gonna be seeing somebody move on, or we're gonna be potentially seeing a rubber match. We'll see here, so we'll be back shortly.
Yeah.
Here. Go. Here. Yeah, just stand. Say it. Yeah. Like Mo Kitchen. Yeah.
Same
And before we get game 2 started, we're going to send it down to Robert, who's got Yoshi Milady.
All right, Yoshi, talk to me about that grand slam there.
We were just looking for a pitch we could hit. We got lucky. He gave me
that one up.
middle in, and we were able to actually barrel it up this time, so it felt pretty good.
Talk about the momentum, a 10-1 win here in game 1 of the postseason. How do you guys roll that forward into game 2?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big step. Game 1's huge, and then if we can carry in, just keep the bats moving and hitting the ball well, we can hopefully get out of here in 2 games.
All right, good luck out there.
Thank you.
Back to it, guys.
Thank you, Robert, and just heard from Yoshi Milady right there. And I mean, what a game 1 for Milady. 6 of their 10 runs scored by Milady. 6 RBI game for him. And that was huge. I mean, we had mentioned about Milady potentially being that X factor for the Enforcer squad. And right there in game 1, he definitely was. And Enforcer's trying to sweep the Aces, and we're talking about the defending World Series champion Aces in the NLDS, and that'd be something because, I mean, this Aces squad, they're a great team, so we'll see.
Yeah, and it's that's how these 3-game series usually go. I mean, you got to catch these teams on their good day. And I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for that throw over to Tyler Clout in game 1, 3-run score, that changes the entire outcome of the game, the momentum. And they just pile on runs. So here we are, game 2, and Forster's trying to pull off the upset of the season right here.
Yeah, and I mean, going back to it as well, I mean, we talked about earlier how, you know, seeding really does not matter here in the playoffs. All that matters is, you know, who you catch on. You know, if you get hot, you get hot. You can really make some noise in the playoffs. And this is a 7-seed Enforcers team who is the last seed in the playoffs, and they're really making some noise right here against the Aces, who was the best team last year and high seed this year at the 2 seed. So, I mean, you never know. 1-0 to Aaron Schofield. It's inside. For the Aces, you really want to get going early here if you can. Try to put some runs up on the board. Give Valadez some help. 61 miles an hour, no pitch, so count remained 2-0.
Yeah, and they've seen him now.
I was supposed to go down, not right.
Unfortunately, after a whole game, they were only able to get 1 hit, 1 run. So hoping for a little more success against Josh. This is the last time they will face him. Would be Jake Oliver in game 3.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Aces, if you can get this game 2 win and force a game 3, I mean, momentum starts to shift in your favor because you do have Valadez for what I think it was about an inning and 2/3 extra, so he will be able to pitch in game 3 because they did take him out and elected to go with Jace Pratt. As Schofield with the walk.
Yeah, Enforcers, I mean, obviously they're trying to win this game right here, but if they don't, anything can happen in that game 3, especially with 2 pitchers that have been a little shaky in the regular season. They both have their ace stuff, but definitely a lot of contact elicited in the 2024 or 2025 regular season.
Granich fouls that one off. Strike 1. That hits the zone. Good pitch there from Gradwall. Granich now goes down here 0-2.
I would argue Aaron Schofield, Morgan Granich back-to-backs, one of the most intimidating starting lineups in the AWA.
I mean, this Aces squad, I mean, they got no holes, you know, it's just everybody's good hitters. Granich just can't hold off there, so that's out number 1. Top of the first, and here's Jace Pratt.
Josh Grau kind of vibing out to the walk-up song.
Hey, he likes it. There we go. Swung on and missed from Pratt, 1-1. Just high.
Josh Gradwell's mixed in a knuckleball this year.
Yeah, whenever you can effectively throw a knuckleball, that's a tough pitch to hit.
Yeah.
That thing is moving.
And no one knows where it's going, not even the pitcher. So.
Yeah. That's true. Makes it even more difficult for the hitter.
3-1.
So 3-1 the count to Pratt. That's outside, and so now the Aces with some traffic on the base paths. Runners on first and second, and we saw Gradwell in the final inning of game 1. He was getting a little wild there at the end, and that's kind of pouring over here into game 2 as he walks first 2 batters of the ball game. And now, here we go, Moses Valadez stepping up to the plate, trying to make something happen here.
Moses 304 average, 8 home runs, 22 RBIs in the regular season, so got some pop on that bat. Top 10 in home runs.
Hits the outside part of the zone. Gradwell getting ahead. Gradwell sitting with a nice 0-2 count here to Valadez. Just outside.
It's a great miss right there from Josh Gradwell.
Side, 2-2. Down low and in the dirt again, full count.
I can tell you, as a pitcher, there's a huge difference, nervous-wise, having a batter at second base as opposed to bases loaded.
Yep.
Doesn't seem like there's any pressure when there's someone at second.
It's foul back. If you're the Aces, I mean, if you can get the bases loaded here, or even just try to get Sko in. Sko's quick. I mean, he can score. Well-placed single as that nicks the inside part of the zone for strike 3. And Valadez down on strikes for out number 2.
You've been saying game of inches, more like game of millimeters or less than a millimeter. That was probably the smallest nick we've seen all year.
Wow.
Counts just the same. Sometimes we're surprised we can even hear it up here. But everyone knew it.
I mean, if you're Valadez there, sometimes you just got to tip the cap to the pitcher. I mean, that was a well-placed pitch. Paint from Gradwell. 1-0. Just high. 2-0 to Carroll. It's outside. It's a nice 3-0 count here for Dylan Carroll.
Aaron Schofield on deck.
Hits the zone.
It's a nasty pitch right there.
Not much you can do with that. And Carroll works the walk, so the base is loaded for the Aces. And we go back to the top of the order here with Aaron Schofield. This is the exact person that you want up in this situation.
And this might be the at-bat of the series right here. Full outcome of the series can kind of go either way right here, shift some momentum depending on what Aaron Schofield can do here against Josh Gradwell.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Jack, I mean, the momentum's really been in the Enforcers' favor all day, and really a defining moment in this series. There's always one. There's always one moment, and this is looking like it'll be it for the Aces. To Schofield. Hits the zone. Great pitch from Gradwell. Able to
thought about it.
Inside. 3-1 now to Sco. Aces just scored 1 run in game 1. Trying to do some more damage here early in game 2. And that is high and outside, so the Aces take their first lead of the day as they score a run on the bases loaded walk. It's now 1-0 here in game 2.
Huge at-bat right there from Aaron Schofield. Obviously hoping for a little more than a walk, but you'll take a walk here, especially against Josh Gradwell.
Yeah, whenever you're facing Josh Gradwell, take what you can get, because as we saw in game 1, he was electric and having a little bit of command issues here, but obviously not right there to Granish. He starts him off to strike 1.
Yeah, Josh Gradwell pitched 70 pitches in game 1. He's already up to 31 in just the first inning, so Aces making him throw a lot more here early.
He's got 1-1 to Greenwich. That's a great pitch from Gradwell as he now goes ahead 1-2. Trying to get out of this bases loaded jam. Hits the zone and down goes Greenwich. What a pitch from Gradwell. And he gets out of the inning with minimal damage. The Aces do get 1 as they lead at 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first.
Here we go. Moses Valdez back in there after a pretty quality first game. It's just that issue they had from Tyler Clout running to first, missed him by about an inch, and then all 3 runners came in. So, I mean, if you take away that play, scoreless postseason pitching from Moses Valdez, they're going to need him here. Not too often you see the Aces with their back against the wall in the postseason. They find themselves 1 game away from elimination.
You need everything you can get from Moses Valdez right here. And you know, he took himself out of that first game, said, hey, you know, we're down early. I want to be able to have that eligibility later in the series if you need me. And he's got to dig deep here and lock in. Try to win this game 2.
And Jake Oliver still looking for his first postseason hit.
It's fouled off. 3-1 Oliver. Ground ball over to Aaron Schofield. It's a tough play. Throws to first, and it gets on by Greenwich. It goes past the house. Jake Oliver will be awarded 1 base, so he'll need to go back to second.
Yeah, that was anytime you see a slow roller to Aaron Schofield, you assume it's an out.
It's still not a bad effort from Schofield right there. I mean, that was a really tough play, especially with how quick Jake Oliver is. And still almost had him. But Grant just
needed a miracle pick right there.
Yeah.
But we've seen it before from those 2. Jake's got to feel good getting that first hit of the 2025 postseason.
Yeah, and again, if you know, didn't really see much of Jake Oliver offensively there in game 1, and Forster still put up 10, so that's the last thing the Aces want is for him to get going, but good sign for Jake Oliver right there.
See Tyler Cloud looking at 3-1 count. He's kind of the unsung hero of game 1.
Ground ball, Aaron Schofield throws over to first, gets the out, and Oliver goes on over to third. They try to tag him out, and it gets on by, and Oliver will head on in to score. So it's now tied here 1-1 in the first. So great base running from Oliver. We know how aggressive he typically tends to be on the base paths. And right there, making the Aces throw the ball away, and he gets home.
Yeah. And you knew he was going to get to third no matter what there if Aaron threw the ball. But Morgan, veteran player, has got to know not to try and don't throw over across the dish to hit him. I mean, it's a tough play to make.
It's a very tough play to make, and I mean, going back to Tyler Clout though, I mean that's huge from him. Like, you know, in game 1, he put the ball in play with bases loaded, ended up getting 3 runs in, and now right there puts the ball in play again and gets the run in. So, hey, keep it up, Tyler Clout. You know,
Spark plug.
Definitely sparking this Forster's offense. Is Gradwall swinging a miss for strike 3, 2 down.
That's a big out right there from Moses Valadez. Game is tied up now, but wasn't his doing.
So here's Milady stepping back in, and I mean, what a game 1 for Yoshi Milady. 6 RBIs in game 1. And like we mentioned, really that X factor for the Enforcers is 61 miles per hour, so no pitch, count will remain 1-0.
Yeah, Yoshi Milady just unreal. 1,000 average, 6 RBIs, 1 home run. It was a grand slam already. So he's figured out something here against the Aces.
Talk about starting off hot. Big swing and a miss. 3-1. Yeah, I mean, this guy's a great ball player, and really seeing that here in the postseason when it matters most for this Enforcer squad as Milady goes around. Full count.
You can tell he wants to swing the bat.
That's low, so Milady works a walk. Enforcers keep this inning going, and now up steps Isaac Van Horn.
Isaac had a hit in game 1.
Swing and a miss from Isaac Van Horn, and for many of you watching out there, you know that we are massive Mariners fans here at AWA, and just got word that Cal Raleigh hit his 50th home run of the season, first catcher ever to hit 50 home runs in a single season. So shout out to Cal Raleigh and the Mariners. Been an incredibly impressive season. Isaac Van Horn strikes out for out number 3, but the Enforcers, they put up a run and they tie it up here at 1-1. We go to the top of the 2nd.
So Jace Pratt will lead it off, hoping that his team can pull off this game 2 win so he can pitch in game 3. Still looking for that first postseason hit of 2025.
Yeah, and these two teams neck and neck here in game 2, a win or go home situation for the Aces. They got to bring everything that they have here in game 2.
Enforcers obviously trying to get some redemption from.
Oh, ripped out to left center, and it gets over the wall for a solo shot for Jace Pratt. A go-ahead solo home run here in the 2nd. Aces now lead at 2-1.
It's got to feel good for Jace Pratt. He was on a heater at the end of the regular season. Continues into the postseason. Josh Gradwell a little beside himself, but some smiles there. Might have left a hang right there.
Unreal, Jace Pratt. First year on the Aces, giving his squad the lead in game 2. Winner go home game. It's a big home run.
And then again, you know, right back to the Enforcers, good news for them. They are the home team here in game 2.
Swung on and missed by Valadez. Strike 1. Swing and miss again, but go 2. Oh, 62 miles an hour. So Valadez.
New life. Love to see that as a batter.
Just high, ball and 2 strikes. Hits the zone, strike 3. Down goes Valadez, first out.
That knuckleball kind of catches the batter off by surprise there. Doesn't throw it very often.
Dylan Carroll stepping in. That is in play, but I think it might have hit him. We'll take a look. He is safe at first, but we'll take a look at it.
Is that his? Ask if you want to ask. Hey, don't. We're looking at it. Oh yeah, I call back. Is that even very good? I heard that. Holy mix. Heard a little slap. I heard. It didn't sound like he hit the bat, but I thought he hit the bat.
We're working those forearms there, big guy.
Call in the field is confirmed. Dylan Carroll is safe. Now here's Aaron Schofield to the dish.
I'm surprised that hit bat just by the angle of that pitch.
Popped up. Gradwell makes the grab, and Dylan Carroll will stay put over there at first. 2 down.
Nice little relief right there from Josh Gradwell. Very easy play right there for the veteran pitcher.
So here's Morgan Granich stepping in. That was gross from Gradwell to Slata. 0-1.
He is painting.
Big swing and a miss there. No balls, 2 strikes. Out of Granich.
Lost that pitch a little bit right there.
Now the 1-2 on the way. Aces with a 1-run lead here in the 2nd inning. Fouled off. Great job from Granich. Staying alive. Right back to Gradwell. He fields it cleanly, throws to Milady at first, and they get the 3rd and final out of the inning. But the Aces, they get 1 more run up on the board. They lead it 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the 2nd.
Check to make sure it was the right ball.
Okay, I was like, I don't think I had it.
Need to check.
That was the right one.
All right.
I'm not really.
Hey, as long as you're looking at it.
Oh yeah, we're looking.
Here we go, Jake Oliver.
Oliver got his first hit of the postseason in this game.
Moses seems to have found that perfect speed pocket. 2 pitches at 60.
That's a pitcher. If you can live there, woo! Off speed. Worked right there on Oliver, hitting the inside part of the zone. Strike 3, 1 down.
That's as good of a start as you can hope for Moses Valdez in the bottom of the 2nd. Your team just takes a 1-run lead. taking all the outs you can get right here.
So now here's Tyler Clout, who has been pesky
all day. A drive to center gets over the wall, and that'll tie the ball game here at 2. Tyler Clout, he's been a tough out all day.
The spark plug strikes again.
And he's able to hit that one out to tie the ball game up at 2.
Wow, most clutch hitting we've seen in a series this year. Tyler Clout. Just momentum changer right there. Now maybe the momentum is a better name.
I mean, when you need somebody to put the ball in play, look at Tyler Clout, but he did a lot more than just put it in play right there. Goes over the wall. Solo shot. 101. Swung on, miss there from Gradwell. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Josh Gradwell obviously had a solid game 1, 0 for 1 here. Game 2 with a strikeout. Nice take right there.
Foul back into the booth. Count will remain 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Out to Dylan Carroll. And Gradwell, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, that's his second hit right at the wall. I mean, he had one in game 1 that hit the top of the piping, doesn't go out, and then he has that one right there as Carroll makes the grab right in front of the wall.
It's unfortunate there for Josh Gradwell, but it's better than, you know, feel good going back.
I mean, he's got to just get a little bit more power on that thing. That's out of here.
No, it's gone.
1-1. And Lady, definitely the MVP of game 1 for the Enforcers. As he swung on a miss right there. Count moves 2-2.
I'm going to knock on wood as I say this, but the Aces have yet to be able to get Yoshi Milady out in 2 games.
Yeah, that's, hey. He's been swinging it. He's been swinging it tonight, that's for sure. Outside, full count.
Swing and a miss. Down goes Milady, and the Aces have finally done it. They finally got Milady out. But the Enforcers, they score 1 more and tie the ball game up as we go to the final inning here in game 2.
Here we go, Jace Pratt coming fresh off that home run, first of the 2025 postseason, the young man.
And that was a clutch home run. Aces got their season on the line. Pratt giving them that go-ahead run, and they needed right there. Our game, of course, tied as Gradwell throws on over to Milady at first, out number 1.
Josh has had quite a few balls come his way in this series. He's only not capitalized on one of them, and is when he tried to trap it with his shoes off the foot, off the cleats. That's huge when you got a pitcher that can field his position.
Yeah, especially when you get a ground ball right back to you on the mound. It's normally a gimme out, and definitely something that you want to make sure that you're getting the outs when a ball goes right back to the pitcher. So, good job from Gradwell.
Yeah. Of course, the Aces want to confirm, but big part is making sure you pick up the right ball.
Yep.
There's quite a few balls out there.
That is key.
Ripped over the head of Oliver,
And Van Horn makes a powerful throw over to Milady at first and wouldn't have had an opportunity to get him, but.
And it looked like Yoshi slipped as well there. I don't know, over at first base. Just a little too quick on the grass, maybe. So he was off the base as well.
So here's Dylan Carroll, 1 down, 1 on.
Had a single on his last at bat off kind of an awkward spot of the bat. Like that.
Check swing right to Gradwell, throws to first, gets the out on Carroll, and they almost caught Valadez sleeping over there at second. As he was off the bag, Milady throwing on over, just gets on by Van Horn. But regardless, they get the out. It's now 2 down. Now here comes Aaron Schofield.
And lucky for the enforcers, Moses wasn't able to advance to third on that throw.
Big cut there from Schofield. Strike 1. Score's all tied up 2-2. Aces season is on the line. They have the go-ahead run in scoring position at second. Schofield trying to do whatever he can just to get on, get this run in. Inside.
Aaron Schofield messing with his wrist a little bit.
Owen in the dirt. Great eye from Sco. 3-1. Hits the zone, and that was a good one from Gradwell. Brings the count back full here. 3-2. Full count. Chest high, and Schofield works the walk. Runners on first and second. And something that I've been noticing from Josh Gradwell here tonight is, for those of you that know Josh Gradwell, he's typically a very, happy guy messing around out there on the mound and just kind of having fun. But, I mean, tonight he's been locked in.
I haven't heard a word out of his mouth.
He's been locked in. And it's cool to see, got something to play for right now in the playoffs. This is where it matters. He's been really locked in.
Yeah, he's one of the few guys you won't catch him swearing. He's got the gosh darn it working most of the time. We 1-0 after that speed check. See the sweat on the brim of his hat. That light gray is not great if you sweat a lot.
Yeah, I know. Gray's a tough color to wear, especially if you're sweating, that's for sure.
So is light blue. DJ Oliver, he's got the worst.
Yeah, hey, he's working hard out there,
Yeah, of course.
Big swing and a miss from Greenwich, 1-2, and I mean, again, can't say this enough. Season on the line for the Aces. It's a huge at-bat. Every at-bat is big, especially when you got traffic on the bases. Try and do what you can. Get this running. Go ahead. Just high. Great eye from Greenwich.
Yeah, and that drop ball from Josh Gradwell has been working magic against Morgan Greenwich here today.
2-2. Swing and a miss, and that is a crucial strikeout for Josh Gradwell. They're able to get the third out. No runs scored for the Aces. We go to the bottom of the third, all tied up at 2. up steps Isaac Van Horn. Forcer's trying to walk it off and advance and eliminate the Aces. I mean, what? That'd be crazy if that ended up happening. The 7 seed.
Yeah, you can tell Isaac Van Horn swinging quite a bit here. Wants to get that walk-off hit.
That's strike 3 in Valadez. That's a big out for the Aces right there. 1 down in the inning.
That's a huge lift of pressure right there. First batter, first out. 1 step closer to pushing it to extras for the Aces.
And I mean, the Enforcers, they're trying to get payback on this squad from beating them in the World Series last year.
See a little meeting out there, and Schofield talking to Morgan, probably like, hey, walk here isn't the worst thing ever. Not great, but not the worst thing.
Yeah, you know, in this moment, you just, whatever you can do, get those 3 outs, force extras. Oliver does go around. Strike 1.
Pretty obvious. No, that was a strike. I was looking at the that was a strike. We're not looking at that. That was a strike. Good look.
2-1. It's all over. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And you can see him not going right down the middle of the zone here.
That's high for ball 4, and the Enforcers, they get the winning run on at first. And if there's anybody on the Enforcers that you do not want on the base paths, it's Jake Oliver, because that guy wrecks havoc on the base paths.
Yeah, it's his mission. If he's on first, he's getting to third no matter what. But of course, this guy right here.
I mean, geez, like Tyler Clout today has been such a tough out for this Aces squad. Putting the ball in play, making things happen, and when Jake Oliver gets on over at first, Clout's able to put the ball in play here. You know, Oliver's getting to third. 1-2. Just high from Valadez. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hits the top part of the zone, and a huge strikeout for Moises Valadez right there. Able to get the 2nd out here in the inning, and wow, I mean, from what Tyler Clout's been able to do here today, that was huge.
And now it turns over to Josh Gradwell, who's had 2 unlucky hits, obviously in game 1 and game 2. Missed the home run by a matter of inches. Hoping the luck shifts for him here.
Gradwell hits the zone. It's just high.
Yoshi Milady waits on deck.
There it is. Great pitch from Valadez. Goes ahead here. Ball and 2 strikes. It's outside. Forcers with the winning run on over at first. Hits the zone. Josh Gradwell looks at strike 3. And we're going to extras here in game 2. All tied up 2-2.
The good news for Forcers and Aces is both the extra innings pitching eligibility does not count, so Josh is going to be done after this no matter what.
Yeah. This is what champions are made for right here. Extra innings for the Aces, season on the line. Trying to force game 3.
Chase Pratt 1 for 2 with a walk home run on the ground out here in game 2.
Big swing and a miss from Pratt. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's that drop ball right there.
To Pratt, you know, just a couple innings ago, had a home run, and there it is. Hits off the top part of the tree. Jace Pratt, his second home run of the game, gives the Aces the lead here in extras. They lead it 3-2.
Jace Pratt, Mr. Clutch, second home run of the game. And that's arguably the clutchest 2 home runs you'll see all year.
I mean, he has a home run earlier in the game, a go-ahead shot, puts them up 2-1, and now here they are in extra innings. Go-ahead shot, putting them up 3-2. I mean, Jace Pratt, have a ball game. That's huge. So here's Moises Valadez. Ground ball, that's foul down the third base side. Good snag there from Oliver.
Looked right at the booth, but thought about throwing it over to first.
1-1 to Valadez. Popped up into the air. This one's going to stay in the park as Van Horn makes the grab.
Nice job to track that ball. Came over from a distance. Fortunate for Moses Valadez, just missed that ball. The way this game's been going, it's 1 run's kind of all the team needs to win this game, it seems like.
Leave. Go Dell. Come on, babe. Come on, for you do. Go Dell.
62 miles per hour on the gun. It's no pitch. Count will remain 1-0. Just misses high. 2-0 to Dylan Carroll. 1 down in the top of the 4th inning. Aces up a run. Love to add on to that.
Aaron Schofield waiting on deck.
Probably like 6 and 7:30. Go Dell.
Here's the 3-0. Inside ball 4.
It didn't look like Dylan was really trying to swing there, just trying to get on base. Not a bad idea.
With their season on the line. Anyway, you can't just add on to this lead. Force game 3. Here's Aaron Schofield. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Van Horn stumbles, makes the grab, throws to first, and they get Dylan Carroll. It looked like it was close.
To look at that replay.
We're going to have to look at it. Calling the field's going to be safe. But we're going to take a look at this real quick.
Yeah, it's got to be the... That's safe. It's got to be...
So the call on the field is confirmed safe. Milady came down on the safety bag, it looked like, but it's got to be the primary bag to get the out.
That could have been a disastrous play right there, but Isaac Van Horn makes up for it.
Makes a stumbling catch out there, and and fires in a good throw to first. Had a good opportunity on Carroll. Caught him in no man's land.
Too far.
1-2 to Greenwich. That's a big play by Van Horn. They're trying to keep this game as close as possible. Outside. Outside again, full count to Greenwich. It's high in his side. Greenwich working the walk. Aces get another base runner, runners on first and second.
Now the man of the game right here stepping in, Jace Pratt. 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. Single-handedly carried this team here in game 2. The Aces down to their last hope.
I mean, talk about clutch. I mean, wow. Jace Pratt really been able to get to Josh Gradwell here in this game. When the Aces needed him most, he's delivering. 61 no pitch. Hello. Swing and a miss.
And you can tell right after a player hits a home run, they're ready to swing in their next at-bat.
0-1 to Pratt. Outside. One on one's a count. Popped up into the air, foul territory, and it's gonna hit the house. So that gets out of play. 1-2.
1-2.
Way outside from Gradwell. Count moves 2-2 here. And that's low, full count for Jace Pratt, working it well, trying to extend this inning for the Aces. That's high for ball 4, so the bases are now loaded for the Aces. It's making Gradwell work right here.
Yeah, not an ideal situation here for Josh Gradwell and the Enforcers, but now we can throw home. Los Valdez is 1 for 4 with a single, a flat, and 2 strikeouts.
Big at bat for both squads right here. Aces trying to extend this lead, and Enforcers just trying to keep this thing as close as possible and keep it in reach. Just low. 2-0 out of Valadez. Just high there. 3 balls, no strikes.
Josh Gradwell sitting at 92 pitches here, top of the 4th inning.
And that's low for ball 4. That's going to walk in another run for the Aces. It's now 4-2 here in the top of the 4th.
Just 1 out away from getting out of this inning. Dylan Carroll walking his last plate appearance. Trying to get out of this inning right here.
Yeah, the Aces, season on the line, they've been putting together some really nice at-bats, being patient, waiting for their pitch. Here they are, up a couple runs. It's Granwall, speed check right there, no pitch, count remain 1-0.
Any service from this radar gun.
Oh yeah, he's just a D1 troll, dude.
You know, as a pitcher, especially when you've been walking guys and then you get to finally throw a strike and it's a speed check, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. So
Josh Crow a little upset out there. It's not over yet.
Got a 3-0 right here. And that's high for ball 4. So back to back walks with the bases loaded. Brings in another run. Aces now up 5-2. They're trying to get anything they possibly can. Trying to keep going, extend this lead.
Leave 1 out. 3 runs, very doable.
First pitch is way high from Gradwall for ball 1. Check swing, Milady stumbles, Pratt comes in to score, and so somehow a check swing RBI single for Aaron Schofield, and it's now 6-2 Aces.
Yeah, that's fortunate or unfortunate, however you want to look at it, but it found a soft spot in the defense.
And that worked for Schofield, and they add on 4 runs here in the 4th. Big for them. 0-1. 61, no pitch. Count remains 0-1.
More Granich 0 for 4 here. Looks like he's trying to take some big hacks here. Break out of this slump.
That's high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Big swing and a miss. 62 miles per hour, though, no pitch.
Got a lot of velo from Josh Gradwall in this inning.
Ground ball, Jake Oliver bobbles the ball, and he doesn't have a play, so another run comes in to score. For the Aces, it's now 7-2, and a rare error from Jake Oliver over there at 3rd.
Yeah, it's starting to fall apart here in the top of the 4th for the Enforcers. 5th run scores via the error there from Jake Oliver. Little situation where he's, thinking if he's going to go home or step on 3rd, but doesn't think about getting the ball first.
And credit for the Aces here. They're putting together some really good at-bats here in extras. Josh Gradwall, who's been so dominant here today, making him work quite a bit in extras. They're getting those runs that they desperately needed to keep their season alive.
Maybe I'll start hitting now.
0-2 to Pratt. Outside. This has happened to Pratt before. We've seen him fall behind 0-2 and work a walk. Ground ball fouled off.
Yeah, he's putting together some solid at-bats. I mean, obviously he's got the home runs, but it's like he's making Josh Gradwall work every time he's in that box.
Yeah, he's really put together some really good at-bats here, and 2 of the most clutch at-bats of the Aces season.
Josh Gradwall, just trying to get that last out. It's just so hard to get.
Big swing and a miss for strike 3, and the Enforcers finally get out of it, but not after giving up 5 to the Aces. Aces now lead at 7-2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
No matter what he says. Don't count up.
Yoshi Milady up to the plate. Enforcers down 5.
If the Ace can put up 5, so can the Enforcers in extra innings.
1-1. Two and out of Milady. It's on its side. 3-1 to Yoshi.
You can tell just the pace. Moses Valdez going quick.
Making fast work of it. Trying to lock this game 2 win in. Of course, game 3 is Milady strikes out, swinging for out number 1. 1 down in the bottom of the 4th.
And whatever happens here, the Enforcers got to reset. If they don't win this game, they have an opportunity to walk it off in the bottom of the 3rd. A tie 2-2 game. But still anyone's series with a rubber match to be played, and they can get the job done here in this bottom of the 4th as well.
Foul from Van Horn. Swing and a miss, 0-2 to Van Horn.
Isaac Van Horn's just swinging at every pitch out there. Never mind.
On outside. Hits the zone, strike 3. And that's out number 2 in the inning. Aces just an out away from forcing game 3. Here's Jake Oliver.
Jake Oliver 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout here.
Chest high. Outside, 2-0. Foul back, 2-1. Ripped out to left center field, gets over the wall. And Jake Oliver with the solo shot cuts the lead down a little bit. It's now 7-3 Aces.
Only a matter of time before Jake Oliver hits that first home run of the 2025 postseason. And they're hoping it's not a little too late here in game 2. But if anything, it's created a little bit of momentum.
And here's Tyler Clout. It's Clout again.
It's getting pelted out there. Jeez.
2 balls, 1 strike.
You know, if Tyler can get on, things start to get a little interesting.
Yep. We've seen a lot of 2-out rallies happen before. If you can get runners on the base paths, it just takes 1 swing.
There you go.
So Clout's on.
So tying run in the hole now.
It's outside. 1-0.
I think if you're Moses, you're not necessarily worried just yet, but things have definitely started to tense up a little bit.
Popped up into the air. Aaron Schofield makes the grab, and we're heading to game 3. Aces win game 2. Final score of 7-3, and the battle between these 2 squads will continue. Rematch from the 2024 World Series. And would you expect anything less but sending it to game 3? We're going to be back here shortly and get game 3 underway.
Jake, swap you and Josh. Yeah.
Yeah, Jason earned it. He won. Do whatever.
Is this a starter action or is it
You might need like 10. I'm gonna need a lot also. Oh no. I think it's worse when you pitch and then sit back down.
Here we go, game 3 of the NLDS. Winner moves on. Chase Pratt is going to start it off on the mound for the Aces.
Yeah, Jace Pratt coming in. A little bit of a rough start, 1.3 innings of work in game 2, game 1. 13.5 ERA after that game 1 relief appearance. But good news for him is he just has to get, let's do the math here, 5 outs, and then Moses Valdez can come in. He's got 4 innings of eligibility. They've done this before. They sub out Moses when they're losing in a game to preserve that eligibility. So if they can get to Moses Valdez with the lead, that'll be a win for the Aces.
Yeah, and I mean, Aces, you know, they lose game 1, 10-1. They battle their way back and win game 2, final score of 7-3. And now you really start to see the momentum start to shift in favor of the Aces. I mean, you mentioned having Moses Valdez having 4 outs of eligibility here in this game after pulling himself in game 1. And so
and it's really going to come down to Jace Pratt here. I mean, obviously game 2 home runs, but if he has a rough first inning here, that's just going to suck the momentum right out of the Aces and back to the Enforcers.
Yeah, and when Pratt came in after Valdez gave up 3 the second inning of game 1, Pratt came in and gave up 7 runs. So game really got out of hand from there as Pratt walks the first batter, Jake Oliver.
Yeah, and I mean, the good thing for the Enforcers is, hey, they know they're going to probably face Moses at some point, but for right now, they got Jace, and they hit him pretty well in game 1. So I think the plan here is, hey, get as many runs as you can here early, because once Moses comes in, it's going to be tough.
Tyler Clout to the plate. Looks at a knuckleball, strike 1.
There's that knuckleball.
Sliders high.
I say Jace Pratt, when he's on, he arguably has the filthiest pitches in the whole league. He's had a few pitches outlawed.
Yeah, and I mean, that's always been the thing with Jace Pratt. We know he's got the stuff. It's just the command. The command it can be an issue from time to time. And so he can really lock in here. I mean, it's going to be a tough game for this Enforcer squad to win if he locks in.
Tyler might set the record for most hit by pitches in a single series.
It's high, full count now to Clout. Ball 4, Tyler Clout working the walk, and now Jace Pratt back-to-back walks to start it off here in game 3.
And I mean, this is why they brought Jace in here. You know, from the Wolfpack a season ago, was 4th in the league in ERA in last year's regular season ERA at 2.45. So this is why they brought him over here. They needed a game 2 starter when Moses Valdez can't win every single game, which is, you know, pretty hard to do. Except Evan Cluxton probably is the only exception there.
And what's going on here? Oh, they're making the decision. They're going to go with Dylan Carroll.
Okay.
Taking Jace Pratt out of the game. They're going with Dylan Carroll. And so after walking the first 2 batters of the ball game, Jace Pratt has been pulled. So here's Dylan Carroll stepping in, the lefty, and trying to shut this Enforcers offense down.
And, you know, regular season games, you don't have such a short leash, but this is a win-or-go-home game. So you understand the move here. Dylan Carroll, he hasn't had the greatest career pitching-wise. Career 6.69 ERA. Only had a few appearances in relief in the regular season. Most of those appearances were when they were trying to blow the game for seeding reasons. So it's a little bit elevated from what we normally think, but it's a different arm angle, lefty. Can't hurt.
Yeah, and for the Enforcers, I mean, with Valadez's 4 outs of eligibility here in this game, they need to try to score as many runs as possible until the game gets to him, because, you know, geez.
And I mean, also, you know, the flip side of this, Jake Oliver, obviously, early on in his career, he was very good pitching. Recently this year, years past, you know, a lot of batters have seen him more often, so it's been a little bit easier to hit off of him, but he's also has to get locked in here.
Yep. I mean, we've seen Jake Oliver do it before. I mean, we know how good he is. The Enforcers definitely need to take advantage of these situations where they're not facing off against the ace of the aces and Moses Valadez.
Yeah, and it's tough because a lot of these teams, you know, there's so much pressure on the ace to, I'd say arguably every team. If the ace isn't delivering, then that team, good luck.
Yeah.
So it's really the supporting cast here today, which has helped both of these teams.
Inside a ground ball, ball 2-1. Hits the zone, good pitch from Carroll. Connecting right there, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outside, ball 3. Ground ball over here to Schofield, and he's going to tag third, get the out on Oliver. So the Aces get the lead runner 1 down.
Nice there, get the speed of Jake Oliver off the base path. There's that guy again.
Yoshi Mulady. 6 RBIs in game 1.
Oof.
It's strike 1. 0-1.
Rare lefty-lefty matchup.
Just outside.
And you can tell that these batters are really taking the pitches. Only swing if it's a perfect pitch.
Outside again to Mulady, 3-1. Outside ball 4. Great at bat from Mulady right there, getting on, and the bases are now loaded for the Enforcers.
Yeah, and the tough thing for this Aces team now, with Jace Pratt subbed out, he can't come back into this game. Morgan Granich could pitch as well, but the moment you put Moses Valadez back in the game, then you know you're hoping it's for 4 outs. Otherwise, you got to go back to the bullpen.
So here's Van Horn. Hits the zone. Strike 1. High ball 2, 2-1. Horn, a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Jake Oliver waiting on deck.
Outside, full count. Fouled off, and Van Horn stays alive.
Would have been strike 3 right there.
Hits the zone, and Van Horn is frozen for out number 2. Those are big, big outs for Dylan Carroll. And the Aces Again, I mean, at this point, Dylan Carroll just needs 3 more outs. 1 more here and then 2 more in the next inning, and they get to Valadez. So every out is crucial. For the Enforcers, you got to make Dylan Carroll pay right here. Bases loaded, you got to take advantage of this.
Yeah, and like we're saying, that Aaron Schofield at bat, this might be the at bat. Jake Oliver versus Dylan Carroll with the bases loaded.
Strike 2, and Dylan Carroll's looking really good right now. 1-2. Oliver holds off. Good eye. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oliver holds off again. Full count.
Jake Oliver goes around for strike 3. What an absolute inning from Dylan Carroll. Coming in after they walked the first 2 batters and shuts it down. Don't give up any runs. We're all tied up 0-0 as we go to the bottom of the first.
You gotta change your number to 61.
So Jake Oliver will be on the mound. Another clutch spot for the veteran, former MVP 3 seasons ago. Aaron Schofield will lead it off. Jake Oliver, a very slow worker when it comes to pitching, so hopefully we're here by the end of the night.
Great pitch from Oliver right there. Hits the zone 1-1.
That's a good sign, getting those strikes in early.
Yeah, I mean, you can't say enough about Dylan Carroll right there coming in a situation. Hasn't necessarily had the greatest pitching season, but when they needed 3 outs, he came in and he got it for them, especially after Pratt walked the first 2 batters of the ball game. Dylan Carroll dug deep and didn't give up a run. It's still 0-0, so it's still anybody's game. It's big. And they now only need 2 more outs to just get to Moses Valadez. So I mean, that was absolutely huge. We're really starting to see the momentum shift in the favor of the Aces. It was originally with the Enforcers, now it's with the Aces, and so to the Enforcers, you got to do what you can to try to get this thing back, and better to try to get it back than Jake Oliver. Schofield getting on for the Aces, ball 4.
Nice start there from Aaron Schofield, but not bad from Jake Oliver. You know, walks better than obviously a home run. Morton Grant just had kind of a rough day so far against Josh Gradwell, now trying to switch it up against Jake Oliver.
Ball in the dirt, 1-0. Slider is just outside, 2-0.
It's getting dark here. some long games.
And as a hitter, I mean, the lights, I mean, obviously you can see still, but it does get tougher to see the ball still when it gets darker. So both of these offenses, you want to try to get something going while there's still light here. As Morgan Granich looks at ball 4. So runners on first and second now for the Aces. Up steps Chase Pratt, Mr. Clutch in game 2. I mean, when the Aces needed a swing and they needed to go ahead, Chase Pratt, he truly delivered in that game, keeping this Aces season alive. I mean, he did what he needed to do. That was huge.
Not the pitching performance he expected to have when he came in, walked 2 here in game 3, but he can help in other ways, that's for sure.
1-1 to Pratt. That's just outside from Oliver.
Not missing by much.
Ground ball over to Josh Gradwell at third. He'll tag out Aaron Schofield. Good play from Gradwell as they're able to get the lead runner. So 1 down.
Huge play right there. Get the first out of the game and get that speed from Aaron Schofield there, who for sure would tag.
1 down now for Moises Valadez. Outside. Outside again, 2-0. Valadez. It's just high. 3-0. Outside ball 4. Valadez works the walk. Bases now loaded with 1 down. Steps Dylan Carroll. Oh.
Jake Oliver, 19 pitches, 14 balls, 5 strikes. We're into a little bit of trouble here.
Hits the zone. Good pitch there from Oliver. Carroll, big swing and a miss. 2-2.
Nice pitch right there from Jake, getting right back into this.
Hits the zone, strike 3, a big strikeout from Jake Oliver. And there's now 2 away.
Huge K right there. Now just needs 1 out to get out of this inning, keep this game at 0-0, but unfortunately it's going to be against Aaron Schofield, one of the hardest outs in the AWA.
Yeah, this is huge. This is a huge at-bat in the game. Aaron Schofield, bases loaded, trying to make something happen. Ground ball fouled off.
Has to hit the Aaron Schofield tree at least once per at-bat.
Exactly.
Meets quota there.
Be weird if he didn't. Oh, 1 to Sco. Bases loaded. Still all tied up here, 0-0 in the first. Both teams' season is on the line. Winner will advance.
Oof.
That's low. Schofield thought about it, held back. Counts now 2-1. Does not go around. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Aaron Schofield.
I think that was my best swing.
Outside ball 4, and that'll bring in the first run of the ball game. Belongs to the Aces as they now lead it 1-0.
Yeah, that's tough right there. And if you would have told me Dylan Carroll can get out of the bases loaded jam, Jake Oliver. It's not out of it yet, but still some work to do here for Jake Oliver.
Definitely. I mean, we saw in extra innings Josh Gradwell on the bump last game, bases loaded, had 2 away, and Gradwell gave up multiple runs with 2 down. Just that final out that can be tough sometimes. It can be pesky, and gotta try to get Grandich here if you can. Jake Oliver way outside.
Grabs a little dirt. Get a little better grip on the ball out there.
That's high. 2-0. It's low and inside, ball 3, so a 3-0 count now to Grandich. Oliver's just having some command. Shoes right here. Trying to find it, trying to dig deep. Just inside is Grandich, holds off on the changeup. Pratt comes in to score. It's now 2-0 Aces here in the first. You just hate to see this. You know, it's always the bases loaded walks that can get pitchers, and you try to, you know, at your very best not get into this situation, but just got to get that final out. Low and outside for ball 1. Hits the top part of the zone, and that's exactly what Jake Oliver needed right there, 101. Fouled off by Pratt. 1-2.
What?
1-2. 61 miles per hour, and that would have gotten Jake Oliver and the Enforcers out of it.
That's tough.
Oh, that's
pesky 1 mile per hour.
Yeah, that is tough right there.
But Jake was the first to call it out, so.
1-2. 1-2 to Pratt. What a job right there. Staying alive, fouls it off.
Going home and rewatching it. Win or lose.
Swing and a miss. Jake Oliver gets Chase Pratt to chase, and they get out of the bases loaded jam, but not after giving up 2 runs. Aces lead it 2-0. Go to the top of the second.
So Tyler Clout will lead it off. Talking a little strategy here. Out to face Dylan Carroll, who had the best inning pitching of his young career, arguably. In inning 1, got him out of the bases loaded jam. No runs came across. As you see this guy right there. Looks bright out there, but these trees, my goodness, taking away the light.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot darker on the field down here. Thank goodness we have the lights, but it still gets tough to see with the lights around here. So, you know, you want to try to do your damage if the game's going to be getting dark. You know, when it's lighter out. Definitely harder to see the ball as a hitter. That nicks the zone, 3-1.
I have a feeling that discussion, Tyler Cloud talking to his team right there is, hey, we're only down 2. There's 2 more outs before Moses Valdez can come in, so let's just take some pitches.
Yeah.
And, you know, usually that works.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of this opportunity right here. You got 2 more outs from Dylan Carroll, and credit to him. I mean, he's been incredible since he's come in. But if you're the enforcers, you got to do what you can do.
Yeah,
these last couple outs.
Don't beat yourself. If the pitchers throw some nice pitches, good on them, but don't be swinging at some crap pitches.
That's outside.
There you go, 1-4. Yeah. Absolutely.
Does go there.
That's right.
1-on-1. Outside ball 2-2-1 to Josh Gradwell. 3-1. Foul back. Great grab there from Jack Playhouse. 3-2 full count. Inside ball 4. Great at bat from Gradwell.
That's a huge at bat right there. I mean, you just got to get that momentum going. Don't want any outs. It's 1 out closer to the looming threat of Moses Valdez, arguably the best dark ball pitcher the league has ever seen.
Yeah.
The lights are on. Moses Valdez is just electric.
So here's Yoshi Milady. Dylan Carroll starts him off with strike 1. And that's strike 2. 0-2 now to Milady. A job from Milady, fouls that off. Holds.
Great eye right there.
That's big. Ground ball up the middle. And everybody's safe. So great job from Yoshi Milady getting on with the single. Bases loaded, nobody out. And now up steps Isaac Van Horn. And Forsters, they need Van Horn to pull through right here. You need to try to get a run. You need to do whatever you can to get as many runs as you can.
Take those pitches, just don't strike out.
Yeah.
Ball in play, anything can happen.
Got those 2 outs from Carroll. Try to make him pay right here. Swing and a miss.
You can kind of tell the grass, it's a little bit longer, so these balls are not moving as quickly as you normally would see them.
High and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Van Horn. Fouls it into the zone. Great job from Van Horn, staying alive, keeping the at-bat going. Hits the zone, strike 3, right at 60 miles per hour on the gun. And Carroll sits down Isaac Van Horn, and that's that 1. And now Carroll just needs to get 1 more out until they're able to go back to Valadez.
Yeah, it seems like whenever he loads up the bases, he just starts turning it on.
Inside Oliver, 1-0. Rip just foul to the left of the foul pole, and that was really close. Would have been extra bases for sure for Oliver, and definitely would have tied this ball game up. Instead, it's 1-1. Slow. Fouled into the zone.
Low pitch, 64. That was Hida.
Don't go that hard.
I was like, okay.
2-1 out of Jake Oliver, bases loaded, and this is where the enforcers struggled last inning. They were not able to get a run in with the bases loaded. You gotta do it here. Just
great take right there.
That's ripped high and deep out to left center field. For a grand slam, Jake Oliver pulls through for the enforcers, a grand slam. It gives them a 2-run lead here in the top of the second. That's exactly what the enforcers needed, and Jake Oliver delivers.
Absolutely clutch right there from Jake Oliver. Second home run this postseason. You're seeing why he was the 2024 postseason MVP. And it kind of, you know, it doesn't, it's not a walk-off, but with 1 out left till Moses comes in, it kind of feels the same way.
I mean, that was absolutely huge. I mean, Dylan Carroll has been awesome since he's come in here, but Jake Oliver able to make him pay. Carroll just had one more out that he needs to get. The enforcers, they needed that run, that home run badly from Oliver, and that immediately flips the script and the momentum into the favor of the enforcers, which is what they've been trying to do here in this game.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a game of momentum, and it seems like every single at-bat, the momentum meter switches. As Tyler Cloud gets on via the walk.
How do you use that like game 2 though?
Yeah, we might be getting out of here at 9 tonight. These are some long freaking games.
Yeah, these are long for sure. Popped up into the air. It actually might have a chance. A 2-run shot from Josh Gradwell, and the enforcers add on to their lead what would have most likely been a pop-up. Hits the short foul pole. I mean, that thing is only 78 feet out there. Hits it. I mean, wow.
Everyone's shocked. That's the 6-run cap, so they get 6 runs when they needed it most. And now it's just a matter of hanging on here in the bottom half of the second.
Yeah, we're going to the bottom of the second, but wow, I mean, we were looking at potentially, you know, Moses Valadez coming in right there. Just the last 4 outs to get, and potentially the enforcers not scoring a run against Dylan Carroll, and with 1 out left for Dylan Carroll to get, I mean, the enforcers really made him pay and get 6 runs and go up 4. It's huge.
And now, I mean, you know, obviously from our viewpoint, it looks very tough to see the ball, so it runs much harder to come by later in this game. And that's just kind of how it works here in late August in Evans, Washington. It's always sad when we have to turn them on for the first time, and now we're just completely relying on the lights. Remember in the good old days when we just would end the game, or just play in complete darkness using the fire as the light source.
Yeah, there was that series. I think it was you guys as the Nighthawks. Was it Nighthawks first? Oh,
it was
man,
like
that was
28 to 29 in 7 innings.
That was.
It was just swing and guess.
Yeah, that was wild.
I think I had 17 earned runs that game.
Talk about the longest game in AWA history. That was insane. 1-0 to Moses Valadez, and I mean, Jake Oliver. This is, you know, you already had the clutch home run, but I need you on the mound, man.
This is the biggest inning right here by far for Jake Oliver. Keep that momentum on your side.
Great pitch from Oliver, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and strikeout. Route number 1, that's big.
Huge strikeout right there. Moses Valadez has had a little bit of difficulty today offensively, but he'll take those outs when you can. Especially keep runners off the bases. The walk has been a killer here today for both teams.
Here's Dylan Carroll. I know that Dylan Carroll gave up the 6 runs, but I mean, he really gave you some quality pitching there though when you needed him most, and you know, unfortunately he gives up the 6 runs, but hey, you know. I thought he actually pitched pretty well for the time that he was in there.
Great pitch right there.
1-2. Fouled into the zone. 1-2.
That's been a rule that some teams have been open for, which is the foul 3rd strike back into the zone, catcher's catch. But as many times as it hurts you, it helps you as well.
Yep. Gives you an opportunity. 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Jake Oliver gets Carroll to chase. There's now 2 down in the inning.
Huge strikeout right there. I mean, every out in this game is huge.
Steps Aaron Schofield. Starts him off with a changeup, and that's just how I want to know. Hey, credit to the Aces holding off on that pitch. That's speaking from experience. That's a pitch that I typically can't hold off of. So 2-0. It's way outside. 3 balls, no strikes now to Schofield. Got 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the 2nd.
Despite those 2 strikeouts from Jake Oliver here in this inning, still respecting Aaron Schofield, not giving him anything too juicy down the plate.
Yep. Aaron Schofield, no stranger to the long ball. 3 balls, no strikes. It's outside. 4-pitch walk to Aaron Schofield, so the Aces with the runner on, and now here comes Morgan Granich. Hits the zone.
Morgan Granich, 0 for 0 with 2 walks here. Game number 3.
Ground ball over to Josh Gradwell. Nobody's at second, and that's tough. If you're Josh Gradwell right there, you just got to make the out at first. But I was hoping Van Horn would be covering second. He wasn't.
He's playing a pretty deep second base there, not very close. The inning will continue.
Yeah, that might come back to really bite the enforcers. I mean, that was going to be out number 3. So now Oliver's going to face Jace Pracker, who's been so clutch so far in this series.
Yeah, and just like that, the tying run on deck.
It's the zone. Good pitch. 1-1. Another swing and a miss from Pratt.
And you can see it's tough to see out there. I mean, that was 53 miles per hour. Jace Pratt laid on it. Don't see that too often.
1-2. Low and outside. Ball 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's fouled into the zone. Chase Pratt has done such a good job tonight in 2 strike counts. I mean, he's been fouling pitches off and extending the at-bat, and he's worked quite a few walks on top of the 2 solo home runs he's had. I mean, been a really good 2-strike hitter. Popped up into the air. Jake Oliver can't make the play, and that gets out. That gets out of play, so Aaron Schofield's going to come in to score. Jace Pratt will be awarded second, and Morgan Granch will be awarded third.
That is another unfortunate break.
That is tough. That is tough. We know the Aces had an unfortunate break in the first game, and now here we see it with the Enforcers having an unfortunate break. I mean, Jake Oliver laying out, trying to make a play on the ball, and unfortunately wasn't able to make the grab, and it goes out of play. It's just an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, I mean, it's just however the ball breaks there. I mean, if it stays in play, you're looking at probably an out right there.
And now you're looking at runners at second and third, up 3, tying run to the plate. And Valadez is to the strike there, 1-1. This has been an absolute battle between these two squads today. Gonna really work for every single run.
Now, there's been no easy innings for either team today.
2-1 to Valadez. Big swing and a miss.
And he was sitting slider there. Luckily for Jake Oliver, it was a pitch way out of the zone.
Yeah, if that was in the zone, you never know, a different story. 2-2 to Valadez. Runners on second and third. Forcers up 3. Way outside from Oliver. It's out, full count. Sliders high and inside. Valadez walks and the bases are loaded.
Sheesh, I mean, this game is just up and down for both teams.
Yeah, this has been...
I think the Enforcers are going to run away with it here, and all of a sudden it's just, we're back to trouble.
Yeah, it's, I mean, you know, the Aces last inning at bases loaded were able to get a couple of runs in via the bases loaded walk, and now here we go, Dylan Carroll, bases juiced, would be the go-ahead run. Tying run on at first as Oliver starts him off with ball 1.
It's not like the balls hit in play have been hard contact by any means, so just been the walk. It's just devastating for both teams.
It's been really hurting both squads as Oliver gives Carroll the changeup, gets him to swing and miss. 1-1. Swing and a miss from Carroll on the slider. Jake Oliver goes ahead here 1-2, just trying to get out of this inning.
Dylan Carroll trying to give the team the lead with that swing right there.
Hits him. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit you every time you've been up.
2-2 to Dylan Carroll, 2 down, bases juiced. Sliders inside. Ball 3, full count. Hits the zone, strike 3 at 56 miles an hour. Jake Oliver gets out of the bases loaded jam, but the Aces, they do get one back. It's 6-3 as we head to the final inning of game 3.
Let's go, keep it at 3, force. Go, keep it up, keep it up. Hey, Jack.
So they got the night man, Moses Valadez, in there trying to keep this game only down 3 runs. He's got, well, he had an inning on 2/3 of eligibility, but that mercy roll in the second inning proved he didn't need to come in there.
Yeah, that was big from the Enforcers, getting that, putting up those 6 runs against Dylan Carroll in inning number 2. Now here we are in the final inning, trying to add on. Milady holds on.
She's 1 for 1 with walk and single here in game 3.
Ball Valadez picks it up, flips on over to first, and it's in time to get Milady for out number 1 down.
Nice play right there. Didn't panic, got over, made the play, 1 away. I mean that's just kind of bread and butter right here. Just don't walk guys. Balls hit and play haven't proved to be too costly here with the light. Not too many hard hit balls.
So here's Isaac Van Horn. That's ripped out. Dylan Carroll's hand and over the wall. Isaac Van Horn, a
I may have jinxed that one as well.
And the Enforcers add 1 more onto their lead. They now lead it by 4. Score 7-3.
And by no means was that a bad play by Dylan there. Almost made the play. That ball was already going to go out. He almost was able to bring it back. Unfortunately, just couldn't do it there. Another insurance run.
That was a tough play for Dylan Carroll. Made a good effort on it. And
I mean, look at the shadows out there, but you can see the tree. Like that's a tough play.
Yeah, that's hard. It's hard to see the ball right now, but oddly enough, the Enforcers their offense has been better as it's gotten darker here. So really using it to their advantage is it counts 1-1 to Jake Oliver.
It's a nice pitch right there.
Swing and a miss, and down goes Jake Oliver for out number 2 away.
Up above. You got to tape it to your hands. Probably. On the backside. Good.
And I know it's only 1 run, that solo shot, but it just seems like such a huge difference between 3 runs and 4 runs.
Oh yeah, I mean, that was massive. And anytime you can add on to a lead that you already have, I mean, you take that because that could be the difference at the end of the day. And, I mean, going back to Jake Oliver's grand slam, I mean, talk about a momentum shift. That was huge. Heading into this game, the Aces had it. They were feeling good. They knew they had 4 outs from Moises Valadez. And when the Enforcers needed their team captain the most, he pulled through.
Josh Gradwell, who last at bat got a home run to go his way after narrowly missing in 2 prior appearances. It's got to feel good.
Yeah, whenever you can hit the foul pole over there, only 78 feet down the line, feels good.
Yeah, and this is not the lights-on pitcher we're used to seeing from Moises Valadez. It's only been 1 earned run so far, but usually it's 1, 2, 3 every single inning.
Yeah. And it just seems like this Enforcers team, they just better when it's dark, I guess. 2-2. Hits the zone, strike 3, but the Enforcers add on 1 to their lead. They now lead it 7-3 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Winner moves on.
There are those past champions, Aces, coming down, you know, we never had a repeat champion, and it's going to come down to this for the Aces trying to figure it out.
Yeah, season on the line, down 4. Jake Oliver and the Eastern Enforcers trying to get payback on the squad from beating them in the World Series just a season ago. 64 miles per hour. That was hot. So no pitch.
Actually, did Super Bowl and looked very fast.
Oh. Changeup hits the zone from Oliver.
And usually when you see that speed check from Jake Oliver, he goes right back to that changeup.
Yep.
Sneaky.
It works sometimes. Drops outside. 101, and that's a pitch that we really haven't seen that much from Oliver tonight, is that drop.
Man of many pitches.
Yep.
These bugs are out of control.
I know, man. Flying all over the place. 1-2 to Aaron Schofield. Nobody on, nobody out. Nicks the top part of the zone, strike 3. And when you talk about a perfect pitch, that was it right there. Hitting the zone, 1 down. Unreal.
Huge pitch right there from Jake Oliver. My goodness. Best hitter on this team. Strikes him out by a millimeter.
Jeez, I mean, if you're in Schofield, what do you do there? What do you do there? That's tough.
Close your eyes.
Yeah. Ball 1 to Greenwich. Swing and a miss.
Jake Oliver looks like he's progressively getting better as the game goes on.
Yeah, had a shaky first inning, got in a bases loaded situation last inning, but you're able to get that first batter to strike out. That's big and definitely a confidence booster, that's for sure. 2-1. Low and in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Greenwich.
Jake doing everything he can to limit base runners in this inning.
Change-ups outside for ball 4, so the Aces get their first runner on here in the 3rd. Morgan Greenwich.
8th walk of the game for Jake Oliver. Not ideal, but so far he's been able to limit the damage somewhat. Talking with Josh Gradwell. 2 outs away from pulling off the upset of the year.
This would be big. Forster's a 7 seed. Ace is the 2 seed. First pitch to Pratt's inside. 1-0.
Jake's 81st pitch of the game.
Inside again, 2-0. Just outside, 3 balls, no strikes.
You just can't make it easy out there, can he?
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough a little bit. Command. Ball 4. Runners on first and second, 1 down.
Most Valdez steps in, 0 for 1 with strikeout and 2 walks.
Yeah, you know, Forster's up 4, or, you know, tying runs in the hole.
It's getting a little interesting.
It's starting to get interesting. Inside, first pitch to Valadez, 1-0. For Jake Oliver, it's just so crucial to get that first pitch strike. Don't want to fall behind, it counts. Hits the zone.
There you go. wants that slider. Most Valdez has been hunting all day.
Ripped up the middle. Van Horn makes the grab. And for out number 2, a big play from Van Horn. He elects to hold on to the ball, doesn't try to throw on over to first to get the out on Pratt. And in that situation, I think it was the smartest thing to do.
Huge. You made the play. Nice job. Don't make an error to make it worse.
Yep.
You just need one more out.
One away from a big upset. Now here's Dylan Carroll. First pitch is outside.
No, you're good.
Played some very good center field out there, Isaac Van Horn.
Yeah, he's been clutch out there, that's for sure. Ground ball, this could do it. Oliver steps on first. The call on the field is an out, but we're gonna take a look at it. That was a lot closer than it looked.
Dented.
And the call on the field is confirmed. He's out, and the Eastern Enforcers have pulled off the upset. They get the revenge on the Atlantic Aces from just a season ago, and they move on. They win the NLDS. Unbelievable series from these two squads. Back and forth, but the Enforcers come out on top. They win Game 3, a final score 73, and they're moving on in the 2025 AWA playoffs.
Quite a switch up from a season ago for the Aces and Enforcers. 7th seed barely getting into the postseason. They would not have been here if the Cyclones won one game and they got swept by the Mojo. And unfortunately, I wish I said it would get easier for the Enforcers, but now they are slotted to play the Nighthawks in a week from today.
Unbelievable job from the Eastern Enforcers getting the win. They're moving on. The 7th seed beating the 2 seed, and they're going to see the Northern Nighthawks in the next round. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. We will be back tomorrow, same time, 5:45, for another post-season matchup. We hope everybody has a great night. See you tomorrow.
Or at least hold it in front of you. There you go.
Oh, hold on. There you go. Yep, I'll remember to bring it. Yep.